Hey guys, in today's video I wanted to go over 6 tips, pieces of knowledge that I can give you to help you if you ever do have to make a claim on your home, if you have some kind of catastrophic loss or anything like that. So let's get started. All right, guys, so I want to start this out by saying I'm not a lawyer nor a public adjuster, so this is not legal advice, just a couple of observations that might help you out. So to get started, when you're buying an insurance policy, you want to make sure, obviously, that you know what type of policy you are buying. Basically, there's a couple of different types of policies that are sold. They're pretty standardized. Within those policies, there's 2 different types of replacement value. It's called RCV and ACV. That's replacement cost value and actual cash value. The replacement cost value means that they pay the full amount to replace whatever the loss is, roof, interior, whatever it is, foundation, with new materials. Actual cash value means that they pay whatever the value was minus depreciation. So if on the RCV policy it was $20,000 and the depreciation value was $8,000, they pay that $8,000. On the ACV policy, they don't pay that $8,000. The homeowner is responsible for that $8,000. The second, and this is super important, is having the correct amount of coverage. So I was recently reading a book called Delay, Deny, Defend. It's about the insurance industry as a whole. And one of the facts that they put out in there was something like 70 to 80% of American homeowners are underinsured, meaning that the replacement cost value is higher than what the limit on their policy is. So if you have a catastrophic loss, meaning like your whole house gets leveled and your house's replacement value is $500K and you're only insured up to $390K, you're kind of, SOL. So make sure that you have the correct amount of coverage. Number 3 is make sure you know what your exclusions are. So in a policy, there is a section that has exclusions. Now there will also be exclusions all other different types of places throughout the policy, but make sure you know what your exclusions are. And if you don't know how to read a policy, which why would you? Most people don't. Take it to a lawyer that you know, or call a public adjusting firm that's local to you and just ask them, hey, can you review this? And can you give me a layman's term explanation of what I am covered for and what I am not covered for? That's what the exclusions are for. It'll make sure that you know what you are buying or what you have bought. Super, super important. Number 4 is code upgrades. So as a roofing company, I see this all the time. It shouldn't be this way because building codes are the minimum standard that you have to build something to, but insurance companies want you to pay extra for there to be code upgrades. So you'll have a replacement cost policy, meaning that you're supposed to get the full cost of replacement with brand new materials, but if you don't have this code rider or code upgrade coverage, they'll tell you that they don't pay for drip edge. In the state of Georgia, things like drip edge, which have come into play post the new codes that came into play years back, 2014, 2013, in that time frame. So make sure when you're buying a policy that you have code upgrade coverage so that you actually get the full amount that you're supposed to be paid for. Number 5 is what's called an all-risk policy. That is what the standard in home insurance policy is called. It's called an all-risk policy. As most of us know, that's not true. It's kind of a play on words. All-risk is kind of, it's dumb because there's exclusions in an all-risk policy. So it's not really all-risk. It's whatever risks are not excluded. So make sure that you understand that it's not all risk. Just because it says all risk does not mean it is. And the last thing, this kind of pertains into the amount of coverage, or it directly pertains to the amount of coverage. Know the value / cost. So if you bought your home years back and you haven't had it appraised lately, you don't know what it would cost to replace the house, and you're buying an insurance policy or switching insurances or whatever you're doing, you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage, because if you buy under the amount of coverage that you need, if something does happen, which fingers crossed that it doesn't, but if it does, you are not covered for the full value. And that's not on the insurance company, that's on you for not doing your due diligence and making sure that you have the correct amount of coverage. So ways to do this are to have a local general contractor or appraiser or someone come out and give you an estimate on the value of your home, on the cost to replace your home. Once you have that, then you can buy the correct amount of coverage. You can make sure you have code upgrade. You can know what your exclusions are, and it makes your life a whole lot simpler if you ever do have a catastrophic loss. So these are the 6 things that I would look for when buying a policy. If you like this video, if you learned something, please consider us giving us a like and a follow on TikTok, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. That's at Big Time Roof LLC for all 3. And we publish content like this all the time, Monday and Wednesday on our YouTube channel. If you could, please head on over there, give us a subscribe, and hit that thumbs up button. It helps us out a whole lot. Hope you guys learned something, and have a great day.